everyone. My name is Ayana JK and I am your online mindset coach, where I provide you tips and guidance to steer you in the right direction to obtaining a growth mindset. Here we are back with lesson 2. Are you happy that you're here? Because I am. This lesson is called More Problems, More Solutions. Yeah. I really am here within this present moment to teach you how to have a better relationship with yourself. Because once we get to a point where we actually obtain a higher level of growth within our mind, it's like walking on air. Okay, sometimes grounding is very important, but my main point being that it does get easier. So with all that said, let's get back to the teaching. So first and foremost, what is a fixed mindset? I'm so glad you asked. So a fixed mindset deals with an individual that views challenges as a threat rather than an opportunity to grow. When an individual has a growth mindset, they see opportunity as a way and a means of adding to their own personal growth for their own greater good. Doesn't that sound blissful? I know it's going to be scary at some points because new things are kind of scary all the fucking time. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me. When it gets scary, sometimes we might want to hit hermit mode and bury ourselves away until the problem magically goes away, but it's still there, but it comes up in different forms to kind of get your attention. You know where I'm getting at? Yeah. In order to kind of combat that fear, right? I would like you guys to start with a list of what you consider your challenges to be, right? That way you are able to see everything right in front of you, and there is no overwhelm of trying to think about everything at once, and there's no compiling. After you write your list, I would like you guys to ask yourself, are they preventing me from achieving what it is that I want to achieve? And if so, how can I help myself? Very powerful shit. After that, we're going to move on to taking one-step action. What action can you start taking today towards overcoming your challenge, right? Focus on the present moment. I know that I struggle with, even to this day, juggling, keeping myself grounded in the present moment. It is extremely hard, especially when you come from a place where you're always stuck in the past and kind of reliving the same thoughts over and over again. I remember the journey that I was in when I first started, where I couldn't control that at all. And now I'm in a placement where my awareness brings such great detail and attention to it, I am able to nip it in the ass when necessary. So I think that over time, well, I believe, apart from me thinking, I believe that over time, it really depends on the time itself and how much work and effort you put towards yourself. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for you apart from you, right? So let's move on. After we focus on the one-step action, right? I would like you guys to break it down even smaller. I remember when I went back to college after like 5 years and some, and I was so anxious because I felt as though I didn't believe in myself. I did not believe that I was capable of relearning everything all over again. I felt shameful for being in this position again when I already left, you know, and there were so many limiting beliefs that I had to deal with until I came across my professor telling me to chunk it down, which always sticks with me. So do it right now within your life. Chunk it down. So say, for example, right? In order to achieve a growth mindset, you give yourself the task of setting a very small short-term goal. For example, I took a walk today, right? So you took a walk today. However, maybe by chunking it down, I took a 5-minute walk today. See? It kind of gives you that stepping stone. You're building steps for yourself. right? So you're not just taking that full-blown leap and breaking your ankles, right? You're really working up the strength, and it's building from the soles of your feet up until the top of your crown chakra, right? So really keep that in mind. I would love for you guys to acknowledge your willingness to expand on your growth mindset. Really taking the time to celebrate your small wins and your big wins. Whatever wins you have will keep you moving forward. I have to keep telling myself this because I could be so hard on myself sometimes, and I'm like, you need to do more. And then my inner child is like, we're doing enough. As well as my higher self, and she's just like, chill, bro. Like, it's cool. Probably, I promise you I don't have multiple personality disorder, but for those who understand, they understand. Again, keeping track of your accomplishments reminds you of your very own self-support system. I feel as though that a lot of the times we tend to look outside of ourselves for the support that we can give to us, right? So with that being said, it really is about the baby steps. We have to nourish our body, mind, and soul. As I'm teaching you, I'm learning this even deeper than what I thought I knew of it to be. And you know how insane that is? It's really like a huge slap in the face for my ego right now, and she's not happy. She's not happy. But anyway, so we have to cheer ourselves on when the going gets tough, all right? I would like you guys to sit right now, and if you can close your eyes for even 2 minutes, right? Or even a minute, and picture a small version of yourself in your mind that is a cheerleader and is constantly waving those pom-poms around, regardless of what you identify as. And it's telling you to keep going. They're telling you to keep going. And that, hey, you woke up today and you stretched. That's fucking awesome, you know? Just like that. I know for some it may seem like, oh, well, this is kind of like out of my comfort zone. And for other people, they're like, hell yeah, I could fucking do that. And other people might be neutral about it, like, I give it a shot. You know, everything is a spectrum, baby. So really take it as you will. Everyone is bio-individual. So just remember that you are you, and what may work for someone else may not work for you, but you can adjust it to your liking, right? Take the concept and make it your own. So, you know, I get philosophical in this. First things first, I'd like to sum this entire lesson up with shouting out Carol Dweck, who is a Stanford psychology professor. She actually touches base on what a fixed mindset is and what a growth mindset is on a deeper level, and she actually has a lot of research to back up her philosophy. So if you're interested in learning more about a fixed and a growth mindset, please check her out, because she helped me immensely when I was in college. And my professor, shout out to you as well. She really will have you looking at everything in a completely different light. So I totally recommend her. Back to my very own philosophy. Take things slow. Your past relationship with yourself does not define who you are now and who you are becoming. Sit with that. And the last and final quote I will leave you guys with today is that we have all of the tools inside that we need in order to shine our brightest light. In darkness, there is light. Remember that quote, honey. In darkness, there is what? Light, as you can see. Thank you so much for having me, for listening, for subscribing, and for liking the video. Please leave some comments down below letting me know what you guys thought about this lesson and what you took from it. And please give some constructive feedback as well. That is very touching from the heart. Peace.